What's up? Welcome to the DDD podcast, back for our second episode. Joined here, as always, with DC and Dante.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we have to be good enough for them to give us a second episode, right? We don't have any complaints where they're like, oh no, this is terrible, this is trash, can't make another one.
Yes, sir.
Have to be good enough. Today we got a mock draft, laid out all 32 teams. We're doing a one-round mock draft. No trades in this draft because that just makes it too confusing. How this draft works is Dante will take the first pick, Dylan will take the second, DC, and then I will take the third, and we'll rotate all the way down. So now we'll go back down to Dante at fourth, etc., all the way down through there. So can't wait to draft teams that are going to beat the crap out of your guys' teams. All right, Dante, you're on the clock. You got the first pick. Who's Jacksonville taking?
I don't think he's the best QB in the draft, but they're taking Trevor Lawrence with the number one pick.
Did you just say he's not the best QB in the draft?
He's not the best QB in the draft.
Who's going to be better than Trevor Lawrence?
Justin Fields.
Oh,
Justin Fields.
my guy.
Y'all played him in both playoff games,
But
man.
we one pick in, you already told us off.
Already said
I'm amazed you didn't put
already
him
took-
up at one.
Oh.
All draft.
Trevor Lawrence going number one.
That's all right. And number two, since I honestly think Sam Darnold's going away, Justin Fields at two.
Justin Fields at
I have him
two.
over Zach Wilson. I don't like Mountain West quarterbacks, and I'm a Boise State fan, so that's a lot.
Boise State. You got to be like one of 100 people that are Boise State fans, man.
Over here, yeah.
Yeah, so who's your favorite player, JJ?
I watched JJ do a backflip over a guy in the end zone. That was impressive.
You also watched him get blown back up in that bowl game.
Yes, sir.
All right,
About that.
third pick, Miami Dolphins. Looking at the draft board, they can go a ton of different ways with this one, but they need to protect Tua, give him a real chance. I think that's what they need to go with this pick. So I have them taking Sewell out of Oregon, the third overall selection. A lot of complete linemen in this one, but he's by far the best pick that they can make.
Yeah, it's a lineman stacked draft.
It is a stacked lineman draft, so that's why I could see him trading in this one.
Yeah, and I'll put him at that right tackle spot, protect to his blind side since he's a lefty.
You think he can move to that right tackle spot?
Oh
I
yeah.
think right tackle is easier than left tackle.
And if he can't
Yeah,
move to that right tackle spot, they'll find someone in this loaded class who can.
yeah.
Like that's the number one priority is to give Tua a real chance because I think he's their franchise guy. People are talking about them trading him, everything.
They're
Like
not moving off this.
they're not moving
No.
off Tua. There's no way. There's no way they can.
Like with Josh Rosen, it was understandable, but Tua is showing signs that he could do it.
Yeah.
No,
And
it's,
you gotta at least give him a full season starting to know what you got there.
And some more weapons too. He needs some.
Mhm.
He needs some more receivers. All he has is Davonte Parker, really.
And they were still
Exactly.
successful. That division's still a toss-up. Like I don't think
Yeah.
Josh Allen's got it in the bag.
I think the Bills are going to win that division for the next 5 years. But
I don't know about
I'm
this
a
guy,
big
but-
Josh Allen fan. Oh, of course, he came out of the Mountain West, man. You just watched him. He's like
the
he's
one
out of
exception.
Wyoming.
He's the one exception.
If the
What do you
Patriots,
mean?
if the Patriots can retool, I think they can go back to the top of the division. They can get some more receivers and some more tight ends.
Yes. All right, Dante, you've got the Atlanta Falcons at 4. Where are they going with this one?
Matt Ryan is getting older, so let's go with Zach Wilson.
Quarterback this
Zach
early?
Wilson.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Atlanta's gonna wait one more year to draft a guy. But
Yeah,
they have a lot of needs. But at the same time, I've looked up a lot of mock drafts. I've looked. According to Atlanta pages, they want Fields, but since Fields is taking at 2, Wilson makes a lot of sense at 4.
I knew I was gonna have to go deep into my quarterbacks here. I knew Dante's throwing QBs out the window.
All right, Dylan, you've got pick 5 for Cincinnati.
Pick 5 for Cincinnati. I think with Joe Burrow, they have their solid quarterback. I think AJ Green's getting old, so they go wide receiver here. I got Jamar Chase.
What?
LSU.
Joe Burrow tore his ACL.
Okay,
He tore his ACL last year.
Doesn't know.
he's not like he's a mobile QB like that. He can move, but he doesn't rely on his legs
he's
like that.
arguably rookie of the year, except for obviously
Justin Herbert.
Justin.
Yeah.
But
That's crazy.
he's still young though.
Just
He's not
protect
an old
him.
guy.
I know, but just protect him.
Mhm.
Give him a lineman.
No, sir.
All right, so first 5 picks in the draft, we got Trevor Lawrence 1, Justin Fields 2, going to the Jets. Sewell going number 3 overall, top offensive tackle out of Oregon to Miami. Wilson going 4th to replace Matt Ryan after a few years in Atlanta. And Chase at 5. For 6, Philadelphia needs a pass catcher. I kind of want to pick Pitts. But I think they'll just let Dallas Goedert take the reins because I don't think Zach Ertz is going to be a Philadelphia Eagle at the start of the year. He's going to get traded somewhere. He's going to go somewhere. So I'm taking a wide receiver here too. It's Waddle or Davonte Smith. The two Alabama receivers. I like Davonte Smith more.
That wide receiver.
I like Davonte Smith more.
I mean, he's taller.
Yeah, I know he's way less, but I think he just screams Deshaun Jackson to me. Heisman the winner. Just
Smith. I'm sorry.
yeah, Smith just screams Deshaun Jackson to me.
I gotta be honest, I thought you were going Kyle Pitts. I'm amazed he's still on the board.
I know he's a complete guy.
I arguably have him
just
going
hard.
2. I almost did it. If I didn't think Sam Darnold was going.
Yeah, I could see a team in this top 5 trading down later in the top 10 and taking Pitts.
Right.
I could see that definitely happening. It's a lot of these teams, including like Miami. I know they got Gesicki, but it just you can't have too many weapons. And he cooked some of the best corners. Like I know he's a tight end, but he could play a lot of wide receiver positions as well. All right, number 7, Detroit. Jared Goff at the helm now.
They need an O-line.
They got a lot of pieces they need.
Yeah, I think O-line is
going quarterback again.
I think O-line is the biggest. I'm not going QB. But I think they're going to take Rashawn Slater out of Northwestern.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I honestly think he's better than Sewell.
Yeah, you guys been watching his pro days?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, 33 bench reps for Slater. He ran a
feast.
4.8 40 as an offensive tackle.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
That's quick. That is quick.
I think he's the Mekhi Becton of the draft.
I mean, I'm not trying to call myself slow, but I ran a 4.8 out of high school. So
We don't.
yeah, so I'm just as fast as offensive tackle. So I mean, I can go in the first round, huh?
Obviously.
That's what we're looking at.
Put on 200 pounds.
Exactly. That's the plan. All right, Carolina 8.
Honestly, my
got
Carolina
DC?
pick, I had Zach Wilson fall on this low because they don't have another option. But at the same
I had
time,
Fields this low.
You had Fields this low.
I
So you
had
had
Fields
Zach
this
Wilson
low.
too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think they're going to go Trey Lance. I don't think they're going to risk that early of a pick. So I honestly think they're going to go with the best guy on the board, and Kyle Pitts goes here.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking when he fell. That's what I was thinking when he fell. And they need a tight end. You know, they need a hole after Greg Olsen left. They still have not filled that spot very well. They could totally use him right there.
I have Sam Darnold going to Washington. That's why I have the Jets taking Fields. And I honestly think Carolina takes one of the veteran quarterbacks out there. You know, get a Trubisky mixed with an Alex Smith in Carolina. See what you got with a weapon there. I think he's the best talent in the draft, Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, it's this next one's an interesting one for Denver.
Yeah.
Because I could see them looking at quarterback. I could see them doing a ton of different things in this. But I think Drew Lock is young. They'd bring in a veteran quarterback to challenge him if they need it. They need help all over the defensive side of the ball. I have them taking Caleb Farley, cornerback out of Virginia Tech. Ooh.
See, I honestly, I had defensive backs going this. I have a bunch of them going in this draft.
That's where I think he's going. I think he's the best corner in the draft.
Surtain.
Surtain's close with him. They could take either one at this spot, but I just think they need a corner. And this works out well for Dallas because one falls right to him, right? Dante, Mr. Cowboys fan, are they taking a corner?
I'm deciding between
You ain't going quarterback.
Michael Parsons.
Ain't going quarterback.
I'm trying to decide between Michael Parsons and Patrick Surtain because Michael Parsons, he would feel like
Coming off the edge, too.
I think Parsons is going to be the best defensive player in this draft, and he'll slide. He'll slide because this draft is so offensive heavy.
Because I honestly think we can move Michael Parsons from that linebacker. Well, I mean, I don't know. Actually, no. I said we're taking Patrick Surtain.
Yeah,
Surtain.
He's got that cowboy thing in him. The swagger.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, let's pair him up with Trevon Diggs and create Alabama in Dallas.
I guess so. So our top 10 picks, we got Trevor Lawrence going at 1, Fields to the Jets as the number 2 quarterback on the board, Sewell, first offensive lineman, taking the Miami, Wilson to Atlanta to replace Matt Ryan, Jamar Chase, first wide receiver to Cincinnati for Burrow, Davonte Smith to Philly, Slater's going to Detroit, Kyle Pitts to Carolina, Fairley and Surtain back-to-back corners to Denver and Dallas, 9 and 10. DC, you're on the board with the Giants.
With the Giants. Well,
The G-Man.
I don't think they go quarterback
G-Man.
here. I mean, I know that they don't have a.
They're not going to go
guy.
quarterback.
Exactly.
They're so in on Daniel Jones. I don't know why.
don't-
I think he's horrible. I think he's
I
terrible.
don't think he's horrible.
I think he's garbage.
I think he's good enough to give him another year.
I think
Yeah.
he's
And
a
in that
twig.
division that's so questionable,
Yeah.
give him the year to see.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Maybe get a veteran. Maybe get like Alex Smith, free agency, to challenge him. That's it, though.
And especially since he didn't have Saquon last year too, and like that, Saquon makes everything easier.
A running game does help.
Exactly. So I have them taking an offensive weapon, Jalen Waddle.
Oh, actually, they need a
They
receiver,
need the wide receiver bad.
and that sounds like
Yeah, that's a big pick.
that's a good one.
Oh, San Francisco, man. San Francisco can go so many ways with this. They can be looking at quarterback a little
Are
bit.
they going? No,
I don't think so, though. I think they're in a win now mentality. You know, they've got Jimmy Garoppolo back there. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be good enough, and they need a linebacker bad. They would be so happy if Micah Parsons fell to them.
Oh yeah,
If Parsons fell to San Francisco,
I
they'd
just
take him in a
realized-
heartbeat.
Dude,
I
we have
think
Parsons
Parsons is
falling
going.
out of the.
the top 10.
The problem
Parsons
is the
fell
top 10.
out of the top 10 in our draft.
They need off the entire
Parsons
top-
is going to San Francisco, though. He's not falling anymore. Going at 12.
You know,
No
honestly,
way. No way they pass on him. They need a linebacker and
But
a
it doesn't
corner,
fit
and they
their-
get one.
Well, there's a new defensive coordinator run a 4-3 because I know Robert Salah ran a 4-3, and if he's gonna get someone like Robert Salah, I mean,
It's a good question because the Jets are moving, but he's
It's true.
built athlete.
okay.
Parsons
He's
can
a
go
beast.
anywhere. Parsons is he's just the best complete defensive player in this draft.
Yeah.
I honestly had Parsons going 4. I did
4. I had him going 4 actually
I
too.
think they stick.
I had him going 4 too. Atlanta needs so much help on the defensive side of the ball.
I
But
think they
quarterback's
stick with Matty
interesting.
Ice.
Yeah, quarterback's interesting though for them. I could see them taking a quarterback. I thought they'd take one later in the draft, but I mean, it's tough to pass on Zach Wilson though.
I can't believe we had Parsons fall to 12.
Parsons fell to 12. Dante, you were up with the Chargers. Who does Herbert need? What does he need?
Man, Herbert needs. I think he needs one more receiver because you got Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, but Mike Williams gets hurt a lot. So honestly, I think go Rashad Bateman right here.
Rashad Bateman?
Yeah,
Really? This early?
I think so.
I know the first round. Yeah, there's a lot of guys that need.
I don't
And that's
know.
a wide receiver.
There were a
he's
lot of receivers that went in late first round last year. Justin Jefferson.
I have him in the early to mid second. I don't see it.
I think he was underrated because he played in Minnesota, and that's not a lot of national television. And so when he gets on that big stage in LA, I think he's going to take off.
Hard
And
to
then-
wonder if he dropped to Minnesota.
And you can really interchange all three of them. You can put anyone in the slot, and they'll go to work. So
So I actually think Tony's better than Bateman.
Kadarius Toney,
Yeah, out of Florida.
yeah, but
That's a toss-up.
It's a hard one.
toss-up,
It's
yeah.
preference. Yeah, I just if I'm sitting here, I'd take Tony.
I think Kadarius Toney's underrated, and it's a large part to do with Kyle Pitts. Because Kyle Pitts got all those targets when he was at Florida. I think if Kyle Pitts wasn't there at Florida and Kadarius Toney was able to get all those targets, I think he would have been an easy first round projection.
Mm-hmm.
All right, DC, you're up.
Minnesota.
Florida, Minnesota.
Minnesota needs line on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, they do.
O-line, interior and outside. They need tackles. They need guards. They need interior D linemen desperately. This one's tough. I think I'm going Kwity Paye.
Kwity Paye?
It's a fun name. Yep. Interior D line help.
Yeah, Minnesota needs it. Just need help with anything they can get. Run stop, especially in the NFC North.
They
Like,
gotta get pressure on quarterbacks.
even though it's not great running backs, the NFC North is ground and pound. Always has been.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. This one with New England, they can go a lot of different ways. They could, if
I don't know,
Pitts.
Aaron Jones is leading that division, so are they still gonna run the ball?
Yeah, but I could see Chris Carson going to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, or A.J. Dillon's the future there, you know?
And they
Even
have
A.J.
Jamal
Dillon.
Williams still.
A.J. Dillon's legs, man, tree trunks.
I know.
You need
A.J.
some
Dillon
big
and
guys.
Jamal Williams. That's still a good.
And you got Dalvin Cook. You got Montgomery there still. Swift. Swift is young.
Yeah.
True. They're going to have to get Jared Goff something.
Yeah. So, number 15, Patriots. Trying to think who to take here.
I don't think they go wide receiver. Belichick doesn't have a wide receiver.
And they're too low. They're too low on wide receiver at this point. There's been 4 wide receivers taken ahead of them.
Yeah.
I look at it. I think tight end's their biggest hole, but Kyle Pitts is the only tight end who should be taken in the first round.
Yeah.
If the draft turned out like this, I bet New England trades down. Their best guys are taken. They trade down in most drafts anyway, but we're doing a no-trade draft. So
you do a Mac Jones
quarterback. I have them taking the next best linebacker on the board. Zaven Collins, man.
Okay.
A little high to take him out of Tulsa, but that's how this works.
They do need linebacker. That is true.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do, and they're gonna have to go out in free agency and spend some money. Maybe lure Kenny Golladay or maybe Juju. Got to get someone up there for Cam Newton.
This is where I had my big surprise.
If he stays.
I had Mac Jones going to them.
Mac Jones. I was thinking about it. So I was thinking about Mac Jones. I think they give the Cam Newton experiment one more year.
And I don't think Belichick wants to draft a quarterback that early.
No.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it though, because Mac Jones, I don't know. He's you can't compare anyone to Tom Brady. Can't do it. It's a similar playing style, but you cannot compare anyone to Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Because he's the greatest of all time.
The greatest. He has the greatest career. He's not the greatest talent of all time.
Knowing locker room. He's a leader.
So number 16, Arizona.
Number 16, Arizona.
Honestly, I think they need another corner, the opposite of Patrick Peterson.
Patrick Peterson's a free agent.
Oh.
Patrick Peterson's a free agent.
That's right. Now they desperately need a corner.
I say you take J.C. Horn out of South Carolina.
Oh yeah,
that makes sense. He's
Horn's legit too.
Yeah.
Defensive
Horn is good.
Another one
Very physical. Plays great man-to-man defense.
Exactly. Horn is good. All right, so you look at this board now. We are halfway through the first round. What pick do you think is the most surprising of what we've done? It's got to be Parsons sliding all the way to 12, right?
Parsons at 12 or Wilson at 4.
Yeah.
Wilson at 4 is pretty surprising too.
You got Matty Ice in your draft. You know what kind of message that sends in that QB room?
Yeah, that's
but they
create a similar situation to what Philadelphia did this past year.
You're not only not helping them there.
That's a different situation. Carson Wentz was they just had drafted Carson Wentz. He's still considered a young QB. Matt Ryan is almost out of the league. Like he's on the downfall of his career. So I mean, taking a QB to put him under Matt Ryan's wing wouldn't be a bad decision right there. I think the biggest one is Parsons falling to 12 because I think you can possibly see someone trade up to get him if he falls out like top 8.
Plus, you give it a year. If you keep Wilson, you sit him the first year like Patrick Mahomes sat the first year. Wilson starts the second year. You look to trade Matt Ryan. So many teams will be on it. The Bears will be on it. Mm-hmm. The Broncos will be on it. And these teams will give up a haul, too.
And honestly, I think if you draft Wilson, that increases the demand for Matt Ryan from other teams because you already drafted your QB of the future, and you already know they already know Matt Ryan's not going to be the QB for the Falcons much longer with that move. So it makes sense for them to do it.
But Dante, he's a Mountain West quarterback. According to DC, they're all garbage, huh? Josh Allen, garbage.
Bro, the best teams he played was Boise State.
No, he played Coastal Carolina.
He played
Coastal Carolina.
Coastal Carolina.
Remember that hit in Coastal Carolina? 2 players just took him out after the play. That was a fun game to watch.
He wasn't that. I mean, I know you think Justin Fields is the greatest quarterback in the draft, but I don't even put him and Zach Wilson in the same category. Fields is doing the same numbers against way better guys. Look at the other SEC players coming off the board right here.
Wilson's just got so much natural talent, though. Remember when earlier this season, he hurdled a guy in stiff arms, a different defender on the same play. He's got that arm strength, that big arm strength.
Yeah, it's college.
So I know.
Ahead. So watch him try to do that to
big arm strength. Big arm strength goes 2 ways. It's either Patrick Mahomes, it's super good, it's super accurate, or it's not accurate. And next thing you know, you got Smoking Jay Cutler on your team.
Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen Zach Wilson. I think it was in a bowl game. He was rolling out. I think it was to his right. He threw it across his body to the left on a line, and the dude had to dive for it. But it was still on the money. So I don't know, man. I think Wilson's going to be special. I think the first 3 QBs, Lawrence, Fields, and Wilson, are going to be special when they once they start playing.
I think Wilson's a bust. I think Trevor Lawrence, I don't know. Like I think he's going to be good. I think he's the Joe Burrow of this group. As far as somebody you know is going to walk in and be a starter caliber.
Mm-hmm.
Fields, I don't know about Fields. He's got the size. Yeah,
Mhm.
I like him. But and I think I think Sam Darnold goes to Washington.
Mm-hmm.
I think we take Fields there. I like him more than Wilson. I mean, it could go either way, but I like him more than Wilson.
Yeah,
I don't like Wilson.
It's a tough draft. This is a tough draft. I can't believe Parsons fell 12 with San Francisco. There's no way he gets past 12.
There's no way. No, he goes 4 to Atlanta.
Honestly, I think we had to have done something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
it's
I think so
possible.
too. I had him 4 to Atlanta as well.
If no one trades for him, I think it's possible because I think Atlanta could take Pitts.
They could. Austin Hooper left. They need a hole. That's a hole right
true.
there.
They could take Pitts, and then where else would he go?
There could be, I don't know. There's a few spots. Like you look at Detroit. Detroit's building up an entire defense right now.
Go to Denver.
Yeah,
Go to Detroit. You can go to Denver.
Packers.
Von Miller's got a big contract coming off a torn ACL. Or is it a torn ACL or did he tear his
No,
meniscus?
he did something in his ankle, I think.
Yeah. Something. Season-ending injury. So, I don't know. Could have gone a ton of different places. We'll be right back.